to my channel. If you haven't seen my face yet, it belongs to me, Sophie, wherever you want to call me. And today we're gonna be reorganizing my bookshelf because I've received a new bookshelf on Christmas and my baby's here.
Oh.
Hi!
So this is the new version of Santa Claus Elton John.
A new bookshelf! Oh. Bookshelf, it has a bowl and everything. And now we're gonna be unboxing it! Boss, talk in English, you don't mind to talk in English with me?
Yes, you can do it.
Can I cut it?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm so excited! I'm gonna put like all of my books here and I'm so excited. I'm so excited! It's so beautiful. It's like all white and clean. The shelf is from IKEA and it's Billy. Put the link in the description. So if you want to buy it, you can buy it. So we moved this to here and we put the bookshelf there and it's almost done. And then I'm gonna put all of my books there and I'm gonna film that and I'm gonna show you all of my books because I never showed all of my books.
Hi.
He's the reason why this is like this because I could never do that. So, hi, it's a couple hours later and I don't know if you can see. I think I have a problem. I actually think I have a problem and I have no idea how I'm gonna do this. So let's start with series first because I feel like series are easier, or like duologies. I'm gonna start with the 50 Shades series. I have all of the books. I have the first one, which I have already read. I have the second one, which I did too. And we have the third one, which I didn't. I'm gonna put my favorite books on the first shelf. So we have the Again series. I don't have all of the Again series. But we have Begin Again, Trust Again, and Feel Again. So I'm gonna put it like this. I think I'm gonna put romance in here, so it's not here. But my favorite books are romance. And I'm gonna put, did I mention I Love You here? Regretting You by Colleen Hoover here. Okay, I'm gonna do Colleen Hoover here. So we're gonna put Confess by Colleen Hoover here, which I haven't read yet. Ugly Love by her. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm gonna put Ugly Love. And then I have It Ends With Us, but It Ends With Us is just like this. Oh, should I put it like this? And then It Ends With Us here. And then maybe People We Meet on Vacation. And then we're gonna put the Kiss Quotient here and the Hating Game here. I feel like this is cool, like this. And then we're gonna put books here. So we are gonna put The Honeymooners here. Then I'm gonna put before, and I'm gonna put after. Look good here. We have the selection which would look good in here. Need to put Verity here, which I haven't read yet. Okay. I feel like we're going somewhere. Okay, so we put Then Honeymooners, the selection, Everything We Never Were, the last after book, and then before. And I think I'm gonna put Conversations with Friends and Chasing Red here. We have All the Right Places, Seal, and we have The Wrong Side of Kai by Selma Skame, which is the same author as Did I Mention I Love You? Here. Because these are out of blue, so I feel like these would look good together. Need more romance books. So All the Boys I've Loved Before, I think it should be like here. I want to put romance in here, and I feel like Paper Towns is not romance. Start fiction, I think. But I want to put 50 Shades here because they look so good. I want to put fiction and horror here. We should put Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom here because it looks really good in here. And then I'm gonna put 13 Reasons Why next to it. Oh, this looks good. Caraval, Beat Girl, which is going here because I want a dark theme for this one. So first, as you can see, we have the top of my bookshelf, and here I decided to do like a pastel and white theme. First I found this shoebox that is pink and that I really loved, so I put it here, and I put one of my favorite bags here because it's pink and I love pink. It's literally my favorite color. It's not an expensive bag because I don't have money for that, but I feel like it's pretty cute, and here I can always see it. Like when I come and see my books, I always see my bag. And then we have this jewelry box that doesn't have any jewelry in it, but it's really cute and it was a gift. It has like point shoes and stuff because I used to dance. And then we have a tools box that I found here, and it's from watch that my mom received or something, but I saw it and I was like, I'm gonna put it here. And then we have a Pandora bag, which is from the ring I always use. Then we have another Sue's bag, a gift for me. So yeah, I put it here and I feel like it's pretty cute. And under this little box we have some bookmarks that I received once when I bought some books online. So I put them here in case I need them. And now we're going to the first shelf. I think you have a pretty good view of my first shelf here. And in this shelf I decided to put romance in it. First, we have all of my Colleen Hoover books in Portuguese. We have Regretting You, which I have read. We have Confess, which I haven't read yet. We have Ugly Love, which I've read and I loved. I talk about it on my 5-star reads. And then we have Verity, which I haven't read yet. I was supposed to read it on like the spooky season, but I didn't have any time to read it. And then I have all of my romance books in English. And I decided to put them this way because there are different sizes in Portuguese. And it's 5 books. I have read all of them. So we have The Hating Game by Sally Thorne, we have The Kiss Quotient by Helen Wong, we have People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. I have the UK version, and that's why it's You and Me on Vacation. I have It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. Again, it's a different size from all of my other Colleen Hoover books because these are in Portuguese. And then we have Chasing Red by Isabel Ronan. And then we have one of my favorite books, the book that literally got me into this whole reading stack, was Did I Mention I Love You by Selma Skame. I've read all of the books, including Tyler's point of view. I've talked about that book in the video that I did about the books that made me cry. But yeah, I only have the first one because I literally needed to have it and to annotate it because it's one of my favorite books. Then we have my 2 books by Tilly Cole, which are A Wish for Us and A Thousand Boy Kisses. And then I have the Again series by Mona Cusson, which I'm always talking about in my channel. Shame that these books aren't translated to English because I love this series, but I have 3 of them. I'm waiting for the other books to be translated because I literally love this series. I have The Last After in Portuguese, so it's 5 books in Portuguese. I know it's 4 books in English, but we have The Last After and we have Before, and then we have Everything We Never Were, which I think isn't translated to English too, but it's by a Spanish author, I think, and it's Alice Callan. Then we have The Wrong Side of Kai by Selma Skane, which is the same author as Did I Mention I Love You, and I literally just read this book because it was by Selma Skane. And you'll see my thoughts on it on my 2021 reading wrap-up. And then we have The Honeymooners by Christina Lauren, and we have To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han, which is literally a classic in romance. Everyone knows this book. Yeah, this is my first shelf. It's all of my romance. Middle bookshelf, which it has a lot of genres. It's mainly horror and fantasy. The darkest books I had here. As you can see a little bit here, all of my romance books are pretty much all really colorful, but these ones are like black, really dark blue. Starting off, we have Caraval by Stephanie Garber, which was literally the first fantasy book I've read, and I really liked it. To be honest, I want to read the other 2. I feel like so they are on my TBR for 2022. Then I have 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher, which I feel like everyone knows this book by now. Whether it's from the TV show or Selena Gomez, which was a producer on it, I feel like everyone knows this book and what this book is about. And then we have the Six of Crows duology. I don't have Shadow and Bone because someone called internet told me that I didn't have to read Shadow and Bone to read the Six of Crows duology, which is true. But after reading Six of Crows, because I read it and I loved it, it was my second fantasy book, I feel like now it doesn't make sense for me to read Shadow and Bone, so And then I have Crooked Kingdom, which I haven't read yet, but Triology together looks so beautiful. And I have a candle from Primark because it's rose gold and I feel like it looks good on here. And I can't light it up because it doesn't let me light it up. So yeah, I just put it here. And then I have the 50 Shades Triology. I have 50 Shades. I have 50 Shades Darker and 50 Shades Free. I have read the first 2 books and I haven't read the third one yet and I honestly don't have the motivation to read it. I think that someday I will probably end up reading it, but I don't know. And then I have Perfume by Patrick Susskind, which is a thriller horror book that I literally just finished yesterday, and I'm gonna talk about it on my 2021 reading wrap up, but it's all black, so it really looks good here. And then I have a book that my dad just gave me because he really liked to read it. I haven't read it. I don't know if I plan on reading it, but it's dark, so I put it here. And then we have Beat Girl, which I'm not gonna even talk about this book. It's dark, that's why it's here. I have a book that I literally bought for €1 on a book fair that I went with my cousin and my best friend on my birthday. And I have this thing, which is the most amazing thing ever, that it's like a projector with the moon and stars. And then I have 2 books that I just got randomly. Someone gave me. They're in Portuguese. I don't plan on reading them. They're just here to fill space on my bookshelf, to be honest. Because once I get more books, these ones that I was talking that I wasn't gonna read are gonna go. And we have Ilha Teresa by Richard Zilmer. And I was meant to read this book for Portuguese class, and I ended up really liking it, actually. Then I have the first book in the selection series. I feel like the color is really pretty, so I just put it here because it matches this book. And then we have A Reason to Breathe by Rebecca Donovan, which I think it has another book. I don't know if I plan on reading. And then we have a duology that I just bought because they were on sale. And then we have Circo Passa by Patrick Moliano. This is my middle shelf. For me, I feel like it's the prettiest shelf, especially this. Okay, so then we have the last shelf, which it's so random actually, but it's mostly fiction. We have a book by Nicholas Sparks that I don't even know what's the translation for. Nicholas Sparks book for a reason. I'm not gonna talk about this one on my reading wrap up because I didn't read it this year. I didn't like this book. I didn't enjoy this book. It was kind of weird to me, honestly. I have this huge book that it's by Dorothy Compson that I don't know the translation to either, but it was my mom. Probably end up reading it if I don't have another thing to read, just like the Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, of course, one of my favorite books ever. I really actually like this book. And then we have Eleanor and Park. Let's move on. Then we have a book that I got on sale with those other 2 that I talked about. That is by Maggie Shipstead. I will actually read this book. I actually want to read this book. It seems pretty good. And then we have 2 books that are from 2 Portuguese YouTubers. This is my era of Portuguese YouTubers. I haven't seen a video of either of them for so long, but I actually like their books. Like, especially this one. They're actually really good. They actually have some pretty good advice. My 11-year-old self is like, yeah, it's good that you have read that book. And then we have 3 books by Paulo Pimenta, which is a Brazilian author. And I read these books when I was probably like 9 or 10. Because I always liked reading, I just didn't read this much. It was like super cute. It is young adult, so I just read it. And then we have this candle, which is the best candle I have ever smelled. But again, I have the same problem as the other one. And I'm so mad because it has a lot of wax still. So yeah. But then we have the Anne Frank Diary, which I DNF'd it because I couldn't read it until the end. It's literally so disturbing. And then I have like one of those emotional books that you're supposed to destroy, I feel like. Yeah, I never filled it up, but a friend of my mom gave it to me, and it's actually pretty cool if you have like an anxiety and stuff, because you can do whatever you want with it. And then we have One of Us is Next by Karen M. McManus, which I have read this year. I'm gonna talk about it on my 2021 reading wrap up again. And then I have All the Right Places. I have the movie cover, but it's by Jennifer Niven. And we have a book by Liv Morris that is an author that I never heard of. It's fine. I don't remember the translation to this one actually too, but I read it in Portuguese. And then we have Paper Towns by John Green, which is, I feel like it's more fiction than romance, and that's why it's here and on the first shelf. But I actually ended up liking this book. We have The Midnight Library by Matt Hang. I don't know if I'm saying the name of the author right, which I haven't read yet, but I really, really want to read. And then we have Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney, which I've talked about this book so many times in my channel. I feel like I've talked about this book on every book video I have on my channel by now. And then we have Normal People, which I'm currently reading. I just put it here because I'm filming my bookshelf. To have a book just to fill up space, which is Os Maias by Essa de Queiroz, which is a book that I have to read for Portuguese class. And it's literally just here to fill up space, and every Portuguese student has to read this book. That was my last shelf. I feel like in this video you got a pretty good view of what my bookshelf is like. These are all of my books. I feel like next year, 2022, I'm gonna have even more books. I have 61 books in here. I feel like my bookshelf unboxing, bookshelf tour, it was everything you've ever asked for. Not really, but yeah. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you like book videos, subscribe to my channel because I do a lot of book videos, and I also do reactions. So if you like reactions too, go and subscribe if you don't find me annoying. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you on my next one. And yeah, I love you guys. Bye.